Hey, today is March 27th, 2018. I'm here sitting on the campus of Southern Miss, folk and talking to kids, about relationships, about things in life in general. I'm a representative of father figures, representatives. We bring awareness to kids, try to teach them and show them, the right way as to how to lead their life and how to focus on the things that are important in life and trying to draw less attention to the material things in life. What we do, we go to single parent homes and we talk to kids and we, mentor to them and we do things with them that a single parent sometimes don't have the time to do because of work, and balancing in the home and everything else, and they don't have time to allow their kids to participate in sports, do extracurricular activities and things that's going to help them grow, the things that's going to help them become stronger and it's going to mature them for the real world one day. We have about, I say 48 kids right now, but we're trying to expand a little more deeper. But what we do, we have 10 mentors. They're all fathers. But we all take time out of our day, take time after our work schedules to come out here and teach lessons about life. We take kids to practice. We let them participate in sports, and we're the ones that's responsible for making sure they get to and from practice, games, or whatever it may be. Take them to the movies. We take them field trips. We do all type of things with them. But what we're trying to do, we're trying to give back to the community because, you have a lot of organizations out here that's strictly for money. They're strictly for profit. We fund everything, just us 10 fathers. We don't go around asking for donations. We don't go around asking the government to fund our, organization because I feel like, if you want to give back to the community, you got to be willing to sacrifice a lot of things, and that's what we do. And that's because, I'm only making maybe $14 an hour, and I have kids and I have a family to support. But at the same time, I feel like God has allowed me and put me in a position to want to change someone's life. Because if you touch one person's life, guess what? You touched one person. You made a difference, in this person's life, and that should be very rewarding to you in the things that you want to do and the things that you want to accomplish, you know. But like I say, everyone has an agenda. And whether that agenda is going out there in the streets and doing something that you should not do, or whether that agenda is going out there trying to make the right decisions that's going to benefit you in the long run. Because I can't say that I had a bad life or a bad upbringing, because I didn't. But I chose to put myself in positions of failure. And that was something that really bothers. That is something right now that really bothers me to this day, because I had the opportunity that these same kids have, but I didn't take advantage. I didn't take advantage of the opportunity that was presented in front of me. But at the same time, I didn't have that role model, that mentor, that person in my life that was pushing me to better myself or to want to be better. You have to lend your time for a betterment. You have to lend your time to increase a person's mind and to make them aware of the pitfalls of life. We go through so much and we see so much, and we endure so much as to where we don't have that time or that luxury to really just give back. But like I say, it's father figures representatives. We're on WordPress, but right now we're trying to build a structure as to how we want it. But right now we're in the starting phases. But like I said, we've been doing this for 2 years, but it's just been grassroots. It's just been word of mouth. It's just been going into community, just talking to kids, doing things with kids. But we haven't really just branched off and tried to make it bigger than what, you know, something bigger than that what it is. But now, you know, we see the results that we are pulling in, that we are having with these kids, and it's a very, very, very positive result. And it's a result that is changing kids' attitude. Because, you know, you have so many kids out here. You can just be riding down the street, and you see kids with their pants below their knees. I mean, you see them with rags hanging out their back pockets. You see them tripping over colors, throwing set signs, gang signs, whatever it may be. And that's not the way it's supposed to be with 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds. You know, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, they should be out in a field or somewhere playing kickball, baseball, football with each other, basketball, something. You know, they shouldn't be out in the streets, you know, handling guns, hiding guns, smoking marijuana, dealing drugs, you know, just to make enough money just to have that reputation of, this is who I am, you know what I mean, I'm balling, or whatever it may be. You know, it's not about that. Life is not about that. So that's why, you know, we're very involved in our communities, you know. And, you know, I'm not trying to blame anyone. I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody or trying to make anyone look bad or anything like that. But, you know, me, personally, I was brought up in the church. I was brought up a Baptist. And we had good church. But a church is a house that's supposed to be built. And what I mean by built, it's supposed to be built by your community. It's supposed to be built by the members that have so much trust in you to give them the right advice about life and where they should focus on in life. And our churches today don't do that. You know, they don't do it. They don't. You have a lot of preachers that don't come to the communities and talk to the kids. They don't come to the communities and talk to the elderly. They don't come to the community trying to raise funds to build parks or playgrounds or anything like that. You know, and it's sad because when God called you, give you that calling to be a preacher, to be a messenger of His word, to be a messenger of the things that He wants to see out of you, out of His liking, it is your responsibility as a pastor, as a deacon, as a member of the most scared community it is, to go out there into the communities and teach growth and development. And it's not happening, and it's very, very frustrating because you depend on that. You look to that's the closest things you're going to have to God, you know, besides prayer. But like I say, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not trying to go outside my realm and say bad things about them because I know that's not right. I know it's not the way it's supposed to be done. But we need to make a change within ourselves to make our communities more safer, more beautiful, and more prosperous. Because what we do every Saturday, all 48 kids and the 10 mentors, we always go in the community. We either picking up trash in the community, we either mowing grass in the community. We're doing something for families, for elderly, for people that, you know, they can do it themselves, but we are teaching these kids that, you know, in order to succeed in life, you have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to give. You have to be willing to do things that you wouldn't normally do to get to where you want to be in life. Because they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And that's a true saying. Because that true saying is like this, you know, if you go out there and pick up a gun, you know the consequences. of that gun. You know the consequences. But on the other hand, if you go out there and pick up a book, you know the consequences of that book. You're going to either be in a negative position, or you can forget about that and put yourself in a positive position. But I just wanted to relay this message today and let y'all know, be aware of the Father Figures Representative. Go online, wordpress.com, and look it up and see what we got going on, and see what we're doing, and see the beneficial things that we are doing in our communities here in Mississippi. Because we're a rural area, and a lot of our kids don't know anything about politics. A lot of our kids don't know anything about branches of government, because they keep us blinded from that. They keep us away from that, because this is a deep red state, a very deep red state, and it's going to be stuck in the same position that it's in, or that it's been in for the last 60, 70 years. And for us to make that type of change, we have to build these kids up and teach our kids about politics, about society, because we live in a free state, a free country, matter of fact, and we have the freedom to do as we please and speak as we please, and we have the ability to make decisions that's going to benefit us. So one thing about it, teach your kids about politics. Teach your kids, give your kids that subject, because they're our future. And and the way the future is going right now, it's not going to be relevant to us any much longer. So teach your kids, be aware of your kids' surroundings, watch them, monitor them, and just be aware of the things that they say or they do, especially with social media age today. Make sure you're monitoring your kids, because self-monitoring your kids and believing in them that they won't do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing. You can't be there with them every day, every single day of their lives. So that's why you have to communicate with them, have a conversation with them. The same way you have a conversation on the phone with your friend, have that deep, intimate conversation with your kids. Because I promise you, if you do, you will learn a lot about your kid. So, like I say, I'm going to be here every day. I'm going to make a video every day. I just want y'all to know that, Father Figures Representatives, it's really something that's going to be big. You can reach out to me at 601-498-1113, and I will give you all the details about our organization, what we have to offer, and everything. If you feel your kid can benefit from what we have to offer, I will be gladly to accept your kid and show them the right way, because we are a growing group. Like I say, we don't depend on the government for anything. We try to go out there and do our own thing and try to do it the right way and do it the responsible way. We're not in it for profit. That's number one. We're not in it for profit. So we're only in it to win, and that's to win by excelling your kids to be better people. So like I say, you can contact me. My name is Johnny at 601-498-1113 anytime. Thank you all, and have a blessed day.